Hey guys, Jazz back with another video. In this video, we're going to go over MUT superstars and what makes them such a great value. It's also going to tie into a coin making method I'm going to release probably after this video. I'm also going to make a sniping video after that one, a basic one, and then a little bit more advanced one. Also, is the reason why a lot of these power-ups aren't great is what makes MUT superstars so great. So this is why a lot of those MUT superstars who got these superstar cards, their power-ups shouldn't be going for, most of them aren't going for anything. Like, they didn't increase a lot, and this is the reason for it. I'm going to show you right now just reasons why they're such a great value to actually have. So if you want to get like some budget players, good budget players to get our NFL superstar players, especially if you don't have guys with abilities on your team already, you want some of these guys with these abilities on your team. So might as well just get the MUT superstars when they already have the abilities attached to the cards, and that's what makes them such great value. So I'm going to show you how much it actually costs to put training and put up with all the training, how much training it costs, and training is very expensive. At the end of last year in Madden, I think training was like at 2 or 3 per training, coins per training. That's how much they cost. So right now, if it would have been in the last year, my training was worth like 6,000 or 7,000 coins. But right now, the training that I have right there, I can easily sell it for probably around 200K. And it's easy. I'm going to show you guys in the coin making method how to turn your training into coins. So I'm just letting you know that's how much the trading costs, and that basically to quick sell the cards, you get the trading, and you know how much. Right now, the cheapest trading like per average is like 50. So right now it's like 150,000 coins I have right there in my training. But again, it fluctuates, but I don't think it's going to fluctuate as much this year because of the packs that are in stores, and they're going to retain the value. I think training won't take the dip that it did last year because this year they have a lot of packs in the stores that you can use training on to keep the value of the training up, because you can actually sell the things. You could make coins off the training a lot easier. You could have did it last year too. So I mean, with last year, the kind of glitchy things to do was like to get a power it up to a certain thing and then throw it into an exchange set, because you could turn like a low overall power up into like 89 overall very cheaply because training was so cheap, and then turn those two 89s that you powered up into a 90 overall that you can actually sell. So that was a little way to make coins last year. You can't do that this year because you can't put power ups into sets, so you can't really do that this year. All right, so let's get into what makes these MUT superstars so such great value. All right, so let's see Odell right here. So if you look at Odell, and I'm not even in wide receivers. Okay, I thought I was. Whatever. Marvin Harrison goes for like 230K. Again, these prices fluctuate. Sometimes you get Odell for cheaper than this. I just saw Odell for like 280 before I started this video, which would have been a better price. It would have been a lot closer, but for real. Anyway, so Odell goes for 70,000 more right now. So you'll say, well, I'd rather get Marvin Harrison than Odell. But if you're going to power up the Marvin Harrison, oh, there's some Marvin Harrison that are cheap. Somebody's a run on Marvin. Marvin Harrison was going for like 240, and then Odell's going for 280. So it made more sense, but it still holds true. You're going to these are probably not going to sell. They're going to go for cheaper. He's probably going for more like 280, and I think those Marvin Harrisons are going to get bought. I think he's going for a little bit higher. He's going for more like 210, 220. The cheapest one was 220. Somebody just put some up. These are going to go. These are going to sell. Whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is that if you wanted to put abilities on Marvin Harrison, you're looking at another 200,000 of coins you're gonna have to put into this card in order to get it. So that you're actually gonna wind up, if you're gonna put abilities on this card, spending 400K on this card rather than the 300. Well, you could get it for like 280. So you're spending over 100,000 coins more for around the same card. That's why these cards have such great value. The same thing with Gurley, but Gurley's price has skyrocketed. Which even Marcus Allen, you could say his price skyrocketed. I think when he came out last week, he was going for like 240 he was going for like low 200s. He was like 250, 240. You get him 220, and now he's going for so much because everybody's just running the ball. Plus, when the weekend league comes out, everybody's trying to get the glitchiest card, and the glitchiest card for the weekend was Marcus Allen. But the thing is, if you get his power up, because you have to power up these cards in order to put the abilities on them. So you have to power them up. So it's a must. So you have to buy the power up off the auction house. And then I'm going to show you, it costs around 100,000 to power them up the maximum right before this. And then to put the abilities, you got to pay some more coins. So, and that's why. So this one goes for 320,000. Which is not, I mean, and the Todd Gurley's price is up there right now. His price, it just continues to go up. I thought I switched it to 90. but his price is going up. Like when he came out, he wasn't even this expensive. Like, and they're selling for this. I saw one sell for like 440. So I mean, he is pretty expensive. But again, he has all the glitchy attributes you want in the power up, so you don't have to power it up. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by how much training. And I told you guys, 3,000 training is like 150,000 coins. So let's say you took, I think I got the Michael Strahan, who's about the same overall as, he is the same overall as the Marvin Harrison. So if you take him and you power him up all the way, you're going to power him up, I think, into an 87. You see this? Boom, boom, boom. All this adds up to, you see this? So there's like 1,100 right there. That's 1,114 plus another one is 15. I think it's around 2,000 training. So that's 100,000 coins to power him up to the 87 before you need the full legend card. So then you got to add the full legend card. And I'm going to show you the Torrey Holt. When you go add abilities, these abilities are expensive, especially with how much the training is going for right now. So that's why these cards are like shooting up in price, because people are figuring out that you actually save money by just getting these cards, and that's why their prices are going up. And it's also going to help with our other investment. But all cards in general are up right now. But that's a good thing that these superstar players are going up, because it's going to help on the next video that I have, which is how you can make coins off of these superstar players. So let's say you're going to put an X Factor on them. These X Factor goes to 5. That's what, 25,000 coins right here. Basically, that's if you're getting the coins on cheap. There could be more. It could be 30, 40,000 just to put one of these abilities on it. All right. And now you're going to put, to put the X Factor on. Now you're going to put abilities on it. Some of these abilities are 600. So if you're going to put 3, that's 1,100, 1,500 plus the other one. That's another, you're looking at over 200K. And that's if you're getting training at the cheapest. That means you're sniping. And you're spending 200K to, power the card all the way up and then put the abilities on it. That's 200K if you're sniping those cards. If you're not, that's 250K extra that you're putting on. And that's the reason why these superstar players, especially the lower end guys, it's not worth to power them up. That's why they're power ups to all these superstar players that are the low end. And this was actually the superstar, the Nat one that I got. The one card I did not want was Harrison Smith. So who does EA give me for my 88, my 89 to 90 free superstar player? Harrison Smith, the player I didn't want. Obviously, they're going to do that shit. But anyway, he could be on the team. He's going to be, he's a usable card. I'm not going to, cry. And at the end of the day, if you need to, you can sell him, quick sell him, or just wait till the exchanges go up and you can actually include 89s to get 90 overalls. Just wait till that happens and throw him in there. So, I mean, it's no big deal. He has value anyway, so it's not a big deal. But that's what happened with this card, which I think is kind of stupid. I didn't understand. I thought, like, if you power him up, you still kept the abilities that come stock on the card. But no, like, I powered up Booyah, and he has 0 abilities. You actually have to put these abilities. I was like, maybe if I just try to put him on, the one that he came with, they let you put it on. No, you have to pay you have to pay, which I think, if the card already had a zone or shutdown on it, they should let you. It should already be there that you can just equip it for free, just like you could do the chemistry for free if you like this one, like Balance D. You don't have to pay for Balance D; it's already owned. That's how they should have did it with those, and then it would have made the investments of the power ups even better, because people would have powered these cards up if they keep the X Factors and they keep the abilities, but they don't. You have to actually re-put them back on the cards, or choose new ones, which some people, maybe they don't like the abilities that the card had and want to put a different one on it. I see that, but I don't see why they did it like that. Obviously, to just waste more of your training. But and that's the thing. So if you get the running back, or you get the Marvin Harrison, you power him up all the way, and you get the X Factor, you get back half of your training for the power up. If you, like, let's say now you don't want Marvin Harrison no more, it's like a month down the line, you got way better wide receivers, you don't need them anymore. You lose half of your training for the power up, and you lose all your training for putting the abilities and the X Factors on. So that's 100K you're just throwing away right there. So every card you're doing that with, you're throwing away 100K. That adds up throughout the whole year. So that's why. And then if you got one of these cards, all you gotta do is just sell it. Obviously, when you go sell it, it might have depreciating value. But again, Marvin Harrison might have already depreciated value. You're losing the 100K that you invested in for the abilities and the X Factor, and then you're losing half of the power up training that you put on it. So That's 150, 100 to 120, 140,000 coins you're just throwing down the drain, and then you're selling the depreciated value of Marvin Harrison, rather than all you got to do is then just go sell the Harrison Smith, the Todd Gurley, the Patrick Mahomes. You just got to go sell the card and just lose whatever the value went down plus the taxes or whatever. But again, if you snipe the card or if you got it when it was cheaper, you might actually sell, because the Patrick Mahomes was going for like 300K, now he's going for 400K. So if you got it when the card first came out, you actually probably could sell it for profit, and you never had to lose any training. You didn't have to lose none of that stuff. So that's why these are so glitchy. I got a couple of them. Obviously, they give you like every week you get a nat one, and the fact that the store is going to replenish the pack, it leads me to believe that we're going to get more superstars on Friday. So I think it's going to be a weekly Friday thing, because if you go to specials, in 4 days this pack expires. It doesn't say it regenerates. It just expires, and hopefully they'll put a new one in. I'm not sure if this is going to continue. But again, this right here is I'm going to show you guys how to make coins off of these sets right here on the next video, the coin making method. And again, once these cards leave, some of these cards leave, their prices might go up. Like, so in like last year, that's something I'll talk about in the other video. Let me not. So that's why if you want to get some of these cards and if you're actually trying to compete in weekend league with stuff and everything, I would say if you're going to put abilities on cards, just buy the cards if they're cards you want, with the abilities on them. Even if you might think they're a little bit more expensive, I think you save the money down the line. Or you could get some of the low, the budget ones, the 84 overalls that go for like 40K. If you're, a low budget team, like my team is not really good right now, because, I already basically sold off the team. I'm not trying to spend a lot of coins right now until the market goes down. Days that the market goes down is when you want to buy the cards. Right now, the market is super expensive. It's just going up and up. And again, with the weekend league now, with a lot of people getting coins and stuff like that. But yeah, we have some of these guys. Like we got the Harrison I've got for free. I'm not powering that card up. We got the Jordan Reed. Got the Bat Paratus. I shouldn't have powered up, but it has been done. I'm not taking it away, so it is what it is. On that one, I feel like taking it away, to be honest with you, but you're just going to lose coins. I'll just keep it like that. Just hope he gets a better card. The only time it's worth it is once they already get a better card. Let's say he gets a 90 overall, and then the power up takes him to 91. Then it's worth it. It's like, hell yeah, it's a 5 overall difference. But for a 1 overall difference, like, why would you power up this card? That's why the investments went to shit with the superstars. Is you're going to power up for 1 overall, and then you're going to spend 200K on top of the card already. I'm not doing that. Like, if the card already costs 400K, now you're going to spend another 200-something K just to power it up to get +1s overalls is definitely not worth it. So that's why those power-ups for those superstar players, they just really didn't take off. A couple of them I was able to get off a good, like Lockett, he went up just because it's a speedy card, and people just probably weren't the people who are going to use it, probably going to use him like a budget Tyreek Hill, and they didn't really care about using his abilities, so they're going to power him up. But most of these guys are used on budget teams, and they're actually going to use the abilities, so they don't want to power it up and then spend another 100K, 100+K to power them up on the low budget cards. On the high end card, just spending over 200K. So that's pretty much it. If you guys are running budget squads and you want to have a couple of guys who have X factors and whatnot, I would recommend getting some of those 84 overalls on your team, like Paratus, the tackles. There's a lot. They're pretty much going to be in every position, especially if they drop Friday. I think Friday they're going to complete, and you'll be able to run any 84, 85s on any position if you want to run. And it's good. It's good to have those abilities out there because they come through clutch, and you don't have to spend all those 100-something thousand just to put some abilities that come already on this card for free. So that will make, like, the abilities that are on this card is over 100,000. This card goes for 40,000. So you don't have to buy the card that costs like 40,000, then put $100,000, 100,000 coins in abilities, when you could just buy this from 40,000. It already has the abilities on it. That's what, if you're gonna run like little budget squads, these cards are cards you want to look out for and put on your team. And that's why the investments for guys who get superstar players on their power-ups, not really good. And if you're on a high-end team, you should look for these superstars too to save some money down in the long run. So that's pretty much it. I have a coin making method coming out soon. Sniping video coming out soon. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please make sure to leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Till next time, guys.